Hi, this is Mr. Ittner, the principal at Forest Hill High School. Welcome to the 2020 virtual back to school night. Thank you, parents, for getting your students prepared and ready for virtual learning. We have had great attendance and students are prepared to learn. I'm excited to introduce our new PE, Social Studies, and Athletic Director, Jeff Walters. He comes with a lot of great experience and will bring some great new programs to our school. We also have a new ASB attendance clerk, Sandy Weir, who comes from Colfax and will be the person checking on attendance for the school. Parents, if you could share this with your child that the school rules do apply while online. Students cannot video the classroom and post it on social media. Make sure they are being appropriate while in class, and students should not use the chat room for after-school activities. I know it's tough, but they really need to do that. Moreover, during our intervention period, teachers will be working with students who received an incomplete last term and for students that need extra help. Enjoy the presentations from each of the staff members, and please don't hesitate to contact the staff if you need assistance. Good night.
Hello, wildfires and wildfire families. My name is Mike Keys, and I'm Forest Hill's Guidance Counselor Specialist. Now, you may be asking, what is a Guidance Counselor Specialist? Well, I'm an advocate for the students. I'm here to support the students and to help them be successful. There's three major areas where I can assist students. That's academic, so anything really school-related. College and career, that's helping students find the right college, major, occupation, or career path. Personal social, which is peer, family issues, stress, anxiety, depression, anger. I'm here at school every day to help the students, and in certain situations, I can refer students to other professionals for help. All right, so now let's get into Forest Hill's academics. So these are pictures of a student class and bell schedule. The top one here is a student schedule. And so if you look at the highlighted area, these are the fall classes. We have a 4x4 block schedule, which means students take 4 courses each semester, and the highlighted sections are their fall classes, you can see here. There's actually the number 2 block, which is our intervention. It is not a course, it is a study hall, and it's for our students to make up any incompletes or to work on any work from their courses. And then down here you can see the students' spring courses. And then the next picture down here is our Forest Hill Bell schedule. So our regular weekly schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are our synchronous days. School starts at 7:50 in the morning and ends at 12:45 in the afternoon. And then Wednesday is our asynchronous day. School starts at 7:50 and is over at 8:50, and students are free to work on their assignments the rest of the day. All right. So this is graduation requirements. Students need 260 credits in the required courses to graduate. One course equals 10 credits. So a student can earn 80 credits a year. So over 4 years, a student can earn 320 credits, which is 60 more than they actually need. And here are all the required courses that students need to take to graduate. All right, transcripts. A transcript is a document that records student progress throughout high school. Transcripts are updated every semester, and you can get a transcript from me anytime you want. Transcripts contain some personal information, so you want to make sure that's all correct. And then the transcript is what's sent to a four-year college or university during the application process. And this is what a transcript looks like. So I had to black out all the personal information, but you can see this student has done exceptionally well. And down here is the part I really want you to see. This is the credit summary, so it shows credits required to graduate. It shows what a student's completed, and it shows what's still needed. So a student can see their transcript and they can know what they need to graduate. So this is a really important area for a student to know. All right, A through G requirements. The A through G requirements are 15 core courses that a student must get a grade of C or better in to be eligible to go to a four-year college or university in California. So these are all core classes. The subjects are history, English, math, science, foreign language, visual and performing arts, and a college preparatory elective. Your student will be placed in all these courses, and they'll continue to go on as long as they're making C's or better. And we feel it's very important for students to get their A through G requirements because then they're showing that they're prepared for college. And in the recent past, I've heard students saying that they're going to community college, so they don't need their A through G's, And I think that's a mistake because these subjects are what you build on once you get to college. So if you don't do well in high school in these subjects, you may potentially struggle in college. So you want to do your best at getting your A through Gs. Elective courses at Forest Hill High School. So first we have career pathways, advanced placement courses or AP courses, dual enrollment courses, and elective courses. So we'll start with the career pathways. A career pathway is a set of courses designed to prepare a student for a career in a certain field. To earn a career pathway at FHS, you must take the courses of the pathway in order to receive C's or better. Our first pathway is Information Computer Technology, ICT. This is for students who are interested in computers, gaming, maybe some engineering, and it's taught by Mr. Everett. Our next pathway is Forestry and Natural Resources. This is for students who are interested in science, STEM, outdoors, wildlife. It's taught by our science teacher, Ms. Cantrell. Our next pathway is Automotive, and this is very popular. We have a auto shop right here on campus, and the teacher is Mr. Harper, and he actually is a college teacher, auto teacher as well. And then our next pathway is Child Development and Education, and this is for students who want to be teachers, work in education, or are wanting to work with children. It's our newest pathway. It's also taught by Mr. Everett, our Forest Hills jack of all trade teacher. And the last part of it is the teachers in training, where students actually go down to the middle school or elementary school and help out a teacher there, and they get some hands-on training. So that's another great pathway. So every student should take a pathway here at Forest Hill. Advanced placement courses, AP courses. These are advanced classes where you can earn college credit if you take an AP exam and pass. You also get a 1.0 boost to your GPA, and AP exams are $105 this year. And then these are the AP courses we now offer. All right, let me get a drink of water. All right, dual enrollment courses. Dual enrollment courses are classes where you get high school and college credit simultaneously. So this is a list of all our courses. Some are taught online, some are actually taught at other high schools. And while you're getting your high school credits, you can also get college credit at the college listed. And these are great options for students who want to use those extra credits to go and start getting college credit. So these are great options for some elective classes. All right, these are the rest of our electives. You can look through, see if your student is interested, and maybe take these as a junior or senior. All right, now this is the College and Career Readiness Indicator. This is something that helps me guide students when we're picking their classes. Our school district, Placer Unified High School District, wants all students, 100% of our students to be college and career ready when they leave high school. So for a student to do that, they need to get through this diagram in one way or another. The first way is for a student to get A through Gs, get their A through Gs, and then do a pathway or do a dual enrollment class. So this is the normal way. The second way would be for a student to do a pathway and then to take a dual enrollment course. And then there's several other ways which students can do it. And we want all our students to get through this diagram so they're college and career ready when they leave high school. All right, so I have some extra freshman and senior information. I'll be going into the freshman cardio health courses the next couple of weeks to present important information that freshmen should know. And then I'll also be contacting seniors through email to inquire what students' plans are for after high school. Seniors who desire to go to a 4-year university right out of high school should contact me now so we can begin the college application process. All right. Good luck, students. I hope you have a wonderful school year. Parents, please contact me if you have any questions or concerns. Students, please contact me anytime if you need assistance. There's my contact information, and I can't wait for students to be back on campus. See you soon.
Hi, Forest Hill families. I'm Carol Lambert. I'm the mental health specialist for Forest Hill High School. I wanted to introduce myself, put my face in front of you, and let you know that I'm here to support you and your students, despite the distance that's separating us at the moment. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any concerns about your students or your family's social emotional health at the moment. I'm happy to discuss the resources that are out there and help connect you to what's going to best fit your needs. Also, I wanted to let you know that we've worked hard to redesign the Mental Health Services website. We hope it can be a useful hub for you right now. You'll find my contact information there, a discussion of the level of services we provide, and a lot of resources that you can access remotely. I'd love it if you took a few minutes to explore and then click on feedback and let us know how we can make it even more relevant for you. You'll find mental health services under important links on the Forest Hill website. Thank you for all you're doing. Please don't hesitate to let me know if there's something I can do to help support you along this long, strange journey that we're all on right now. Take care.
Hey everyone, it's a pleasure meeting everybody. My name's Jeff Walters. I'm the new athletic director here at Forest Hill High School, and obviously I'm very excited to be entering into this new chapter of my career and excited about the prospects here at Forest Hill. I wanted to let you guys know a little bit about myself. This is going to be my 21st year in coaching. Started when I was 14 and I've been at it a little while. The sports that I've coached: football, softball, baseball, been a class advisor, club advisor, you name it, I've probably done it. I've been a head coach for 7 years, varsity head football coach. Most recently, I was at Del Oro for the last 3. So I've been there, done it, but obviously looking to learn a little bit more and find out about some of the great opportunities we have up here for our athletes. So, most importantly, everybody wants to know about the world of sports in the era of COVID. So basically what has happened is the CIF has changed our 3 seasons of sports, which traditionally ran from August until May. Now we have condensed them into 2 seasons of sport. And how that's going to affect us here at Forest Hill is definitely something that we are working on, because we want to provide as many opportunities as we can for our athletes dealing with the constraints that we've been put in. So our fall season of sport runs from December 14th to March 20th, with football and cross country beginning in December 7th, and cheer, boys and girls volleyball and girls soccer will begin on the 14th. So boys volleyball has actually been moved an entire season forward. So that could create a little conflict, and we're trying to work that out right now. Our spring season of sport will run from February 22nd to June 5th, with golf beginning their practice on February 1st, basketball and wrestling beginning on February 22nd, baseball and softball on March 8th, and track and field on March 15th. Now, to put this into a little bit of perspective for you, what that means is there is a potential for us to have a basketball, football, and baseball game all in the same week, that last week of March. And if we have playoffs, what this doesn't show is the end of season only means the end of the regular season. It does not include the playoffs. With football extending all the way to March 28th in the cases of the state championships, as well as basketball extending till the end of June. So obviously I'm going to keep you guys up to date on things that are happening in the sports world and how that might affect us. But I wanted everybody to know that we are working actively to offer every sport that we did last year, so that our athletes can have the greatest experience that we can possibly provide them. Teams are actually going to start conditioning soon, so coaches will probably be reaching out. We will be observing the Placer County guidelines for youth sports, and we're going to be doing the best that we can to ensure that our athletes are always safe, keeping social distance. This is huge as far as parents also helping us to do that. Please talk with your athletes about the importance of keeping their masks on and off when coming to and from conditioning. During conditioning, we will not be wearing masks because the county guidelines basically say that we should be avoiding that. However, we will be doing our best to follow those county guidelines. but we need to make sure that they're social distancing, and we need to try our best to isolate ourselves into our pod structure, and we'll be providing you with more information on exactly how all those things work. Also wanted to talk a little bit about our Inside Out Coaching Initiative. We in the Placer Union High School District have a history of using high school athletics as a vehicle for teaching life lessons. And in the spirit of this, we've adopted the Inside Out Coaching Initiative as a platform across all of our campuses. What the Inside Out Coaching Initiative basically discusses is the idea that the athletes, or that sports are an extension of the classroom. And so education should be centered. And that means player-centered coaching is what we value. Wins and losses are great. But unfortunately, those don't really give us an indication of the big picture. I've often said that you can win on the field and lose on the field at the exact same time because of the things that we do and the way that we approach ourselves. So we're always trying to put ourselves in the best light possible. And so what we're asking you as parents to do is to also believe in the process and realize that as much as we all want to win, because there's not a single coach on our campus that doesn't want to win, that the bigger game and the bigger scoreboard, we won't know if we were successful until 10 or 15 years down the road. I've often said that if chasing a championship ring doesn't teach you how to wear your wedding ring, then we failed as a player and as a coach. And so those are one of the topics of discussion that we will be kind of moving forward. And the whole idea behind Inside Out Coaching is this idea of trying to be transformational versus transactional. Transformational coaches are the ones who care about their athletes and want to see them succeed after the game is done and well into life. Transactional coaching is based on the idea that we need a player to do something in order for our own self-interest. And in getting to know our coaches more and working with our coaches on this endeavor, we are definitely trying to work towards being transformational, but it is a process, and we are working diligently to do that because we love your kids and we want to make sure that we're providing the best experience possible for them. Lastly, I want to talk quickly about a little pet project of mine that is going to be getting going hopefully sometime in the next few weeks, and that'll be the Athletics Academy. The Athletics Academy is a cross-collaborative project between teachers, administration, coaches, community members, and athletic department to provide athletes with a personal exploration of what it means to be a student athlete. Students who complete this program will receive special recognition and certification as an academy participant. The coursework will include video and book assignments, discussion and reflection, and service projects. And topics that we will be discussing: sportsmanship, body language training, leadership, nutrition, collegiate athletics, and many other important topics. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at puhsd.k12.ca.us. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and trying to encourage our athletes to really become students of the game of life. And so those are going to be the topics. This is open to all athletes across the campus. It doesn't require a age. So anybody who is involved in athletics or would like to be involved in athletics is certainly welcome to join us. And like I said, it's going to be a great experience, and hopefully will allow for a lot of growth. So if you have any questions on sports, please feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, it's going to be a great year. We need to all do our part so that we can have those sports in January. And I cannot wait to get a chance to meet everybody and work with these amazing young athletes. So like I said, if you have any questions, please reach out. Go Wildfires.
Hello, this is the leadership team. I'm Nate Sweezy.
Hi, I'm Brittany Adams, and we're excited to be giving the students a voice from the students.
So this year, one of our biggest changes that the students have already talked about is we want to do a student-led broadcast. So during these broadcasts, which we will attach to our school website, we will have all the information for all the upcoming activities. So the dance, clubs, student elections, anything going on with the school, we're planning on having that information right there for us.
And we're really excited. And if your student is unable to be in the leadership class this fall, we are more than willing to have them join the club in itself. So they can email us directly. It is on the Forest Hill website. Let us know that they're interested in being a part of it. We will gladly send them emails, let them know what projects we're working on, and we would love to have them.
So we're looking forward to a good year this year, Wildfires. Flames up. Hello, Wildfire families. My name is Mr. Sweezy. So just to give you a little background information about myself, I've been teaching for 14 years. I've taught in middle school and high school. High school is definitely my favorite age to teach. I think I can relate well with the high school kids. So the 3 courses that I am teaching in the fall term, I have Math 180 during first block. I have Read 180 during third block. And fifth block, I have the study skills class. So the information I have is all on the school website. I have the syllabus. I have my email, phone number. Please don't hesitate to give me a call if you have any questions. I really wish I could see you guys in person. Hopefully that will happen sooner than later. And flames up. Let's go Wildfires.
Hi, this is Mrs. Cantrell for Back to School Night. I just wanted to tell you a couple things to help you out. We are, in both my classes, we're using Canvas, and you can get a parent account. If you need to find out how to do that, let me know. I try to grade assignments each day, and so I'm switching them from Canvas to Aries, so you can see their grades on Canvas or Aries. Please let me know if you see a mistake. If I forget to move something over from Canvas, sorry, there's a spider web, from Canvas to Aries, just send me an email. The best way to get a hold of me is through email. I check my email often. Really, their students will have assignments every day, so please make sure that they're staying up to date on the assignments so they don't fall too far behind. We have ELOs, which are essential learning outcomes, and they're basically the unit tests. If they don't pass the ELO, they have to retake it. If they don't pass it by the end of the semester, they don't pass the class. So ELOs are really important. And all the assignments I do help prepare them for an ELO, so I don't allow students to take the ELO till they've completed their assignments. So it's really important that they do their assignments on a daily basis. If you have questions, you can email me or call me. Email, like I said, is probably your best way to get a hold of me. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hi, this is Chris Everett. I'm your child's tech teacher or education teacher this semester. I teach most of all of the technology classes here. So your student might have me for Exploring Computer Science. Exploring Computer Science is the second course in a pathway that would get them their certificate for Information Communications Technologies, or ICT. The first class is Tech Essentials, this class Exploring Computer Science, and then a class called Inventioneering. The window behind me is into another room where I have 3D printers, laser cutters, engravers, CNC machines. Hopefully we get students back on campus to use those. But bottom line, in this class, Exploring Computer Science, we do a lot of different things, from programming to web design to learning about computers in general, and then using what's behind me. So hopefully that'll happen soon. The next class I teach is called Early Childhood Education. Your child might have me for that. That's also a pathway, and that would allow them, it's a 2-course pathway. The first course is this one, Exploring Early Childhood Education. And then the second course is actually going on site to FDS, the middle school, working in a classroom, or I'm trying to also work with the preschool in town. And then my third class that I teach is graphic design, and that course will work with most of the Adobe suite, Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator. Right now we're learning about graphic design and the concept of graphic design. So again, Chris Everett, if you have any questions, you can always feel free to contact me. I do use Canvas for our learning management system right now. And you can also become, as a parent, part of that, so you can view what your child is doing in class. So they should have either added you or know how to add you. So if you have any questions about that, also let me know. I switched from Google Classroom to Canvas, so I'm still learning it also, but am enjoying learning it right now. So again, any questions, email me or call me. Hope you have a great night. A little different back to school night, but that's the conditions that we work under right now. Take care.
Hi, families. I'm Rachel Cottingham. I'm the Arts, Drama, and English 9 teacher. I wish I could be meeting you guys in person for back to school night. And also wish I could be meeting your kids in person, but hopefully I will be soon. Just a little bit about me. I've been here since 2005. That's the second year this school was open, so about 15 years. I look forward to working with your kids this semester. I'm getting to know them online, which is slower than meeting them in person, but again, hopefully soon. So for English 9, there's useful links below this video. There's a syllabus on the website, and also if you just want an easy syllabus that you can look at a glance, the syllabus slides, which are what I showed your guys as kids, are below as well. So those might be more streamlined for you to look over. But for English 9, that's down there, and also for distance art. So distance art is what we're calling ceramics right now, just because I was thinking you guys might not want to have your kids sitting at the dinner table playing with a bunch of wet dirt. So when they return, though, we can go back to doing ceramics, and they'll still get ceramics credit on their transcripts. But right now we're just doing art things that they can easily do at home. But the point of art is for kids to just practice and improve their art, and they should be working on it almost every day during the week, unless I assign them something different for that particular class. But most days it's going to be drawing. So again, syllabus is below, and I hope to be seeing your kids in person soon.
Hola, Forest Hill. Buenos dias. Me llamo Senor Bellis. My name is Senor Bellis. I'm the Spanish teacher here at Forest Hill High School, and I have been since the school opened in 2004. So I've been here, this is my 17th year. And your child is enrolled in taking Spanish 1 this fall and probably Spanish 2 in the spring. What I have on the screen here for you is a document that I normally give to parents when they come in for back to school night. So I'll go through this kind of quickly and along the way, ad-lib some stuff in there. And if you have questions, make sure you send me an email at any time, and I'll get back to you as soon as I get a chance. So anyway, welcome again, and thank you for showing up or being able to watch the video. This class is really just kind of like let's set the foundation for Spanish so that we can build upon that and move on to level 2 or 3 or wherever it is that the students want to go. This class is the beginning of my program, which takes the kids all the way through AP Spanish. We're the only school in the district that offers AP Spanish. So that's kind of cool. And this last semester in May, we had over 70% of our students pass the AP test. We averaged a passing score. So we did really well this year. And if you think that your child is interested in taking AP Spanish and earning college credits for passing the test, or if they're not sure and they want to just talk about it, just have them let me know. We can talk about it. Also, this is the beginning of earning the seal of biliteracy. It's something they can get on their diploma when they graduate. If they're interested in that, they do need to take 4 semesters or 4 levels of Spanish and maintain certain grades in the Spanish in their English class. And there are other requirements, but if they're interested in that, they can also talk to me or Mr. Keys in the office as well. So on that document that I'm looking at on the screen, there's just some things that you can expect your students to be doing on a daily basis or weekly basis. They'll learn new grammar concepts often. New vocab words, probably every 3 weeks or so, we'll start a new vocabulary set. We'll try and have them speaking, reading, writing often on a daily basis. Hopefully they're studying on a daily basis outside of class. If you ever ask them, do you have any homework? And they say, no, that's not true. They do have homework. They should either be studying their flashcards or preparing for a test or a quiz they have the next day. So there's always something to be doing for Spanish, especially studying flashcards. Super important. We'll do projects once in a while. Things that you might be able to do to help out your son or daughter succeed in the class. You could study the flashcards with them or quiz them, encourage them to make additional flashcards. If they're learning something that might be conceptually challenging, they can make their own flashcards to help them study for those things. They can explain to you the things they're learning in class. Right now, when you're watching this video, they should be able to tell you, hi, my name is, what's your name, his name is, they could say where you're from. So they've learned several things, the alphabet, and we're probably more by the time you see this video. Let's see, there are other things they could do also just to reinforce the Spanish they're learning. They could use the Duolingo app on their cell phone or the website. And there's some other things they could do also. There's a cool website where they can listen to music, lyricstraining.com. They can do it on a Chromebook or on their cell phone, and they can listen to songs and like fill in the blanks and stuff like that. It's kind of a fun app. Let's see, successful student here will study every day, listen, obviously, participates often, tries not to miss too much school, makes up missed work, and tries not to get behind, and asks questions. Let's see, Spanish 2-3 AP. So what I missed here is in order to go directly to a four-year university in California, you have to have taken at least 2 levels of the same world language, so Spanish for us. If they want to go to, say, California State University, Sacramento, and not have to take any more foreign languages, they have to take at least 3 levels of that same class. So they want to go through at least Spanish 3. And that applies to most of your California State universities or universities in California. So they want to do at least through Spanish 3. Beyond that, they could take AP. Our district also offers a dual enrollment level 4 class, which they could also take, which is cool. Let's see, Chromebooks. This class does count for A to G. For grading stuff, you should have seen this in the syllabus, but there's a lot of opportunities to be successful in here. Students can retake tests. They can retake quizzes. I don't give any late penalties on homework or projects. So there's just lots of opportunities to be successful in here. And there's some contact information for me down here at the bottom of the documents. I do have a YouTube channel which has a lesson for everything that they'll learn in this class, sometimes multiple lessons. I've already been posting them to their Canvas course. So if they're ever absent, have them email me, and I can send them a video if they learned something new that day, or if they should have learned something new so they don't get behind. And then I'm going to show you really quick my website where you can find this document if you want to have access to it, and other things as well. So if you were to search Forest Hill High School and then click on the website, it would take you here. And then we'll click on staff. I'm the second teacher there. And over here on the left, versus Spanish 1, you can click that. And then here's the syllabus, which you looked at a few days ago. And then if you haven't seen the syllabus yet, your child was supposed to have asked you to look at it and then confirm having seen it. And that is going into their grade book. So take a look at that if you haven't seen it. And then here's the handout that I've been looking at. Okay. So if you guys have questions for me about anything at any time, whether it's grade related or otherwise, just send me an email and I will get back to you ASAP. Thanks for watching this long and boring video, and I hope to meet you eventually. Adios. Hola padres, hola parents. Welcome to virtual back to school night with Spanish 3. Obviously, you guys and your kids know me pretty well by now, being that you've been in my class for 3. I think maybe just one of you has only been in my class for 2 semesters, or this is the 2nd semester, but there aren't going to be any surprises this year at Spanish 3, nothing that's going to be super different from what we did last year in Spanish. So the kids already kind of know how I teach, what routines we have, so expectations and things like that. So no big surprises there. The handout that you see on your screen, I'm going to talk about just a little bit. It is available to you on my teacher website. If you go to the school website and then you go to the faculty page and you come to my page and you pick Spanish 3 over there on the left, then back to school night flyer is right there. So if you want to look at this in more detail, you can, but you don't have to. Most of the stuff, like the things they should be doing at home, are very much similar to what they should have done in the past, like studying their flashcards every day, checking their VHL, doing homework type stuff, practice work, maybe projects sometimes and things like that. At the bottom here, I just have some things that I wanted to talk about, talking points. So this class is just kind of the 3rd stepping stone on the path to the AP Spanish Language and Culture class, which last year, by the way, we had over a 70% pass rate. We actually had an average passing score of the AP test, which is really good. because the test is really meant for students to take 4 full school-long years of Spanish prior to taking the test, and our kids just have 2. So it's a lot harder for us, but we can do it. It just takes a lot of hard work. So right now, I think only maybe about a third of the students in the Spanish 3 class are signed up for AP Spanish. It's not too late to change that. You just need to talk to Mr. Keys in the office. I'll remind you that when you do pass the AP test, you can count for up to like 6 college credits, which depending on what college you go to, but if it's a university, that can actually be like thousands of dollars. So it's a good investment to take an AP class and pass an AP test. Even if it's not Spanish, I would still suggest you do that. If your child doesn't want to do AP Spanish, but is still interested in getting the seal of biliteracy, they can still do that. The seal of biliteracy is like an extra stamp kind of thing that goes on the diploma when they graduate. It basically tells them that they're really good at a second language, they're literate in it. So in order for them to do that from Forest Hill, is they would want to take the online dual credit, I think it's Spanish 4, that's offered in our district. And they could get their seal of biliteracy by taking that as their level 4 class. And we actually had someone take that level 4 dual credit class and then AP Spanish here, and they got the highest score ever on the Forest Hill test, or the AP test at Forest Hill. So it's a worthwhile class if you want to just get a little bit of that extra boost in your knowledge. There, as far as grading and stuff goes, there isn't going to really be any changes, any surprises. Big changes would be like we're doing a lot of stuff on Canvas now, putting work there. Homework sometimes will be there, projects, speaking activities. We've already had some that the kids are doing there. So that'll be a little bit different this year, aside from the obvious differences where the learning at home is taking place. If you guys ever have any questions or concerns about anything, just shoot me an email. I'll get back to you really quick. I'm obviously spending a lot of time on a computer, so that's very doable. That's pretty much it for Español 3 for Spanish 3. Again, if you have questions or if I didn't clarify something, please contact me, and hopefully we'll get to see each other again in the near future. Hasta luego. See ya.
Good morning. Good morning, Wildfire families. My name is Andy Clem, and I just want to take this opportunity to introduce myself and the 2 courses I will be teaching this semester, World Studies and U.S. History. Some of you I've met before, and I know my U.S. History students. I had a lot of them for World Studies last year, so I'm pretty familiar with them, and I probably have touched base with you at some point in time. But for my World Studies students, I haven't had this group of kids before, so I wanted to introduce myself, let you know who I am, where I'm from, and then also let you know about the tools and resources we'll be using for this online learning experience we're all going to be taking and having together. So first of all, myself, I grew up in Auburn, California, not too far away. I went to Del Oro High School. My brother went to Placer High School, and then after high school, I graduated and moved on to Chico State and spent 4 years earning my bachelor's degree in history. I then actually went into the private sector and sold insurance for a few years. I worked for Northwestern Mutual selling insurance and other financial vehicles, as well as and then after Northwestern Mutual, I moved into Farmers and sold more home, auto insurance as opposed to life insurance. So I was in the private sector for a bit, and then I decided I needed to have a change. I went home and got my master's and my credential, and here I am today. So I've been teaching, this is my second year at Forest Hill, but I've been teaching over the past 5 years while I have been earning my master's and credential, substitute teaching, doing long-term sub jobs, and things like that. Another part of my life and career is coaching volleyball. I've been coaching competitive volleyball for the past 10 years, and I've also been coaching the boys volleyball program at Placer for 7 years, which was pretty successful. We had a great time. Brought their first section championship, which was a lot of fun. And so I love sports. I love volleyball. I love basketball, football, baseball. I'm actually assistant athletic director here on campus as well. I'll be helping Mr. Walters. So I love sports. I love what sports bring to education and the lessons that you can learn on the court, on the field, and how you can apply them to your life in school and outside school and life in general. So that's a little bit about myself. Over the summer, I like to fish. I like to be outdoors. I'm a river raft guide also during the summer from time to time. So I spend my time out on the water as much as possible. Enough about me. Now let's get into the stuff that you guys really want to know. How are we going to get this online education accomplished? And to be perfectly frank with you, I believe that social science right now is in the best possible position it could have been ever. The district has just purchased new textbooks for the world and U.S. history courses. We're waiting on the government and economics at the moment, but we have our world and U.S. history books brand new. So these students, they can come get them if they prefer to have a tangible, a paper copy. They can come get it, but they do have access to this and a lot more through their online program. So it's called Savvis Realize. It used to be called Pearson. For my U.S. history students, they'll remember that. They've switched company names, so it's just Savvis now. Change in name only. Really, the functionality of it has not changed much at all. So I'm very excited about this. This is specifically engineered for online learning and creating interactive modules and interactive assignments for the students to be able to work through history, world and U.S. in an interactive manner, where it's not just reading a lesson and then answering questions. There are interactive modules. There's 3D modules. There are Supreme Court cases, DBQs, which we call primary documents, essentially, where they're going to be looking at court cases, documents from the Library of Congress to give them more substance and firsthand accounts of major historical events. So I actually spent the summer writing curriculum for the district for social science, for U.S. history, world studies, and government economics. So I've spent the summer working and getting myself prepared to make sure that I can provide a quality online learning experience. And I'm not excited for this situation, but I like challenges. I love challenges, and this is definitely a challenge for me. So I do have the tools. The students, so my U.S. history students are going to be familiar with this. We've used this before. I'm more comfortable with it now, which is great. So I can utilize the tools that Savvis Realize has a little bit easier and more effectively. You get better every year you do something. So I'm just trying to get better every year. My world study students, this is going to be your first introduction with these textbooks. And I love how they're consistently set up. They provide with introductory activities. They provide with background videos. So, you can, get yourself geared up and have some introductory information before we dive into the meat of this and the substance of the subject. And then also one of the greatest attributes of this textbook is, they can access this online and it can be read aloud. So if your child has, maybe some struggles reading or, reading for a long period of time, they can hit play, put headphones in and listen to their curriculum, take notes. And that is a feature that's great, that I love, that the Pearson or Savvis has provided for their students. So we're going to be using these textbooks. Now, the assignments aren't going to be completed within the textbook platform. It's going to be completed on a place called Canvas. So those are the two main places that the students are going to be navigating through: Canvas and then also these textbooks. The textbooks is just going to be where you find and obtain the information. Canvas is going to be the place where you complete the assignments, whether they be questions, discussions, or group. We'll eventually be doing a few group presentations or group work as well. The more I get comfortable with these Google Meets and breakout sessions. So Canvas, and I've had the students, you should already have kind of heard about Canvas. The students' first activity was to get their parents logged in and have a parent portal. So you guys, as parents, can monitor, and guardians can monitor your student to see how they're doing. If they're falling behind, you can take a peek and see what's going on, look at their grades. So make sure that they do that with you. If they haven't, ask them about it, because that's one of their assignments. They also had to create an introductory video, essentially what I'm doing right now, on a Screencastify. This is going to be the mode, and I'm sure a lot of you professionals have been having meetings and things via webcam. So this is a new norm that, the students, I believe, if the more comfortable they are with something like this, the better off they're going to be. So Canvas is going to be the place where they get their grades, the place they turn in their assignments, and they should have been kind of navigating through that this past week and getting comfortable with it. If they're still having issues, have them reach out to me. I can meet with students. I met with the student at 4 p.m. via Google Meet to help them get into their textbook. I have no problem helping if I have if I'm not, if I'm at a computer and and have the ability, then, I'm happy to help my students at any point in time. So that's the meat and how we're going to accomplish this. Feel free to email me with any questions. Happy to, respond and give you clarity where you need it. What else? Okay, so the great, as far as the students and how they're going to be evaluated, so we're going to be doing ELOs. So the district here prefers to have ELOs, expected learning outcomes. And so each class is broken up into 6 ELOs, World and US. Each one has an exam at the end that they need to get a 70% or higher to pass that ELO. Okay, so you need to get to pass the class, you need to pass 70% or higher on each of the ELOs. So that's the mode that we're going to be going through. Homework is going to be worth 10% of their grade. If they do any group projects or presentations, it's going to be 20%, and then the tests are worth 70% of their grade. Okay, and the reason why I want to do this is I want homework to be a practice. I do not want it to be something that everybody's freaking out about. And also, because of where we are right now, I don't know who's doing the work when it comes to homework. Students can be very good about sharing their information. And I end up seeing a lot of the same answers, which isn't necessarily learning. So I want to make sure that the students are giving me their answers and that they're doing their work. So so that's why homework isn't necessarily going to be a huge part of their grade. It's there for practice. If they don't do their homework, and they won't really do well on their test, I'm guessing. Some students can kind of get by, but I'm trying to create good habits, but I don't want them to be hammered if they don't do well practicing for their exam. Their exam is showtime. That's the time when I want them to show me what they know, and that's what they'll be evaluated on. Just like I'm a coach, so I don't hammer my players and really get on them in practice. I want them to make their errors and try new things and adjust and all that kind of stuff in practice. So when game time comes, they're ready to go and they can perform. Similarly, I have a similar type of mentality about the classroom. Homework is there to practice, to try and learn. And, you might get the answer right, you may get it wrong, but trying is the key. I need every student to try their best. And that's what I'm going to keep asking them to do every day they come into my class. Try your best. I'm not going to ask you to know everything under the sun. That's impossible. I want you to try and be able to work. I feel like that's what, as you as parents would like to see your children do, is be able to accomplish goals, work hard, whether they enjoy it or not, still be able to accomplish the goal. Some students love social science, some don't. That's okay. I'm not asking everybody to love it. Just be able to work with me and try their best. And as long as we're trying our best, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to be very patient. As long as the students are working, I'm going to be able to accommodate as much as they need. That's one of the benefits of online learning. That's one of the benefits of having this online class. I can assign, if they don't do well, I can reassign something. Everything in this class can be made up for points, and they don't, no points will be taken away. So now if you fall way behind and don't do any of the work, then yes, your life becomes very, very stressful. But you can turn anything in at any time for credit. So do the work and you'll get the points. All right. I believe that's about all I have as far as announcements to introduce you. So this is, the way I run world and U.S. history is the same. Functionality, content wise obviously is different, but the structure is going to be the same. So it's consistent so when you have world, U.S. and government economics, what you're going to get from me. The type of things I'm going to ask from you. And I'm going to be working on the writing skills. I'm really emphasizing proper punctuation, and all those types of things when they're writing and communicating with me and others. So yeah, just looking forward to this adventure, this challenge. Like I said, I love challenges, and I'm trying to get kids to be more optimistic. How can we make this turn this into a positive? And let's get apt and comfortable with online learning, because a lot of businesses and things that are happening right now are online. I know a lot of interviews, and I'm talking to a lot of my professional friends, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are in the same boat. A lot of online things. So let's get comfortable. And hopefully this is over soon and we can start seeing your kids again, because I miss them. It's weird not having them in class. So have a great day. If you have any questions, please send me an email. And you can find that on the Forest Hill website. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Hello, Forest Hill High School parents of the automotive class. My name is Eric Harper. I am the automotive teacher for the high school here. I know we're going to have some challenges this year, especially with the online teaching portion. But I'm sure that we'll be able to get a lot of good information out to the students. And when the students are able to come back, they will be able to also get some hands-on work done also. This is, I think, a very valuable class for anyone that drives a car, even if they're going to go into some other career area besides automotive, because they're able to understand how their car operates, what maintenance needs to be done, and even if they take their car to a shop and get an estimate for some sort of repair, they'll know what the technician is talking about or what the shop is talking about. If they decide to go into an automotive career, there are a lot of shops hiring right now. It's a perfect time to get into an area like this. And this is also a career pathway class. So they can get units, and they can also be prepared to work in a shop, whether it's going to be something temporary or something permanent. The students are going to learn valuable lessons on safety, and that's kind of some of the things we're getting ready to cover right now in class. We've covered the syllabus so far, and now we're talking about basic hand tools and tools that a student will use in the shop. So I believe this class will be a really good class for, again, anyone that drives a car and anyone that may decide to go into the automotive field. If you look at some of the students that have graduated and have gone through the classes here at Forest Hill High School, or even down at Placer or Colfax, there's a lot of students that have gone through classes like this that are working in the field and making very good money. Again, I thank you for listening to me, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to spend a little time with each other and get to know each other. Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, my name's Jeff Walters. I am the physical education teacher here at Forest Hill. If I'm talking to you now, it's because we're talking cardio health. Cardio health is a two-pronged class that focuses not only on physical education in their 9th grade year, but also on the health curriculum and health standards according to California state standards. We will be discussing a couple different units this semester, and I am currently working on trying to complete my website and make that available to everyone. That way you can see the curriculum. But those 5 major courses of discussion are going to be personal wellness, diseases and disorders, nutrition, drugs of abuse, and lastly, family life. Family life tends to be the one that a lot of parents have questions about. You've either read some things or heard some things, and so we want to make sure that we are very open in discussing our curriculum, because at the end of the day, it's about educating kids to the best of our ability, and we want to partner with you on that venture. So there will actually be a parent preview night about 2 weeks before we start that unit. And if we are still under our social distancing rules at that time, it'll be a Google Meet, but we will also have it in class if we're able to meet in class, that we can show you guys the curriculum, and then you can make an informed decision as to the best education venture for your child. Once again, I'm here. If you have any questions, my email address should be at the bottom of the PowerPoint, and I'm looking forward to being on this journey with your kiddos and you. So like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and have a great night.
Hello there, my name is Mr. Jacobson. If you're watching this, your child is enrolled in English 10, and it's probably the first time you've ever met me, considering I did not teach them last year. I also teach grades English 11 and 12. So I will have your students most likely for the next 3 years if they stay here. Little getting to know me. This is my 6th year teaching. I do have a bachelor's in literature, creative writing, and a master's in education for English. I'm the first person in my family to ever obtain a college degree. I did it all myself. Kind of proud of that. I've lived in a lot of places on the West Coast primarily, all over the coast, the Cascade Range, and also the Sierras. I like all of them. You might have also seen me involved with the music club around campus, or at open mics around town. And the course for English 10, what is your child going to be learning? Well, really, the first half and the second half differ. The first half is mostly reading short stories and writing personal narratives, while focusing on the elements of fiction and that kind of thing. So easing our way in, focusing on the basic elements of literature and particularly fiction, and then being able to use those by writing stories about ourselves. And then the second half of the course, we will start doing more literary analysis, where we write analytical essays and argumentative essays around the text To Kill a Mockingbird and Night. Great books. Good ways to reach me is the high school website. If you go to the staff directory link, you'll see my name towards the bottom, I believe. Maybe it's in alphabetical order. Either way, if you click on my name, it'll take you to my website, and I'll have links of the syllabus there where there's a lot more detail about everything in the class. And there's my phone number there on that page. You will also find my website, or my email, so you can email me there. Other than that, students should be getting a hold of you or reaching out to you about pairing in with our Canvas course so that you can monitor and stay engaged with your child in the class. So look for that in a week or two. Other than that, please reach out to me. I look forward to hearing more from all the parents and getting to meet the students. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. Take care. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Back to School morning, afternoon, night, at your convenience video slideshow. My name is Mr. Jacobson. I am the English 12 teacher, also English 11 and English 10. It's awesome to see the students back. I didn't really get a chance, that closure, to say goodbye to them last spring. So I'm really glad to have the same students return to me in the fall during these times. That being said, if you've never met me before or seen me around campus or at any of the music club venues that we've done, now's a cool chance for you to see who is this guy teaching my kids. A little bit about me. It's my 6th year teaching. I have a bachelor's in creative writing, actually, and literature. I also have a master's in education with an emphasis in English. The crossover gets tricky there. I'm the first person in my family to earn a college degree in anything. I put myself through college mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. I'm kind of proud of that. I've lived all over the West Coast, the Sierras, and the Cascades. Not all over. I didn't live through every part of them, but I've lived in all of those places in multiple locations. So, beautiful area. Glad to be on the West Coast. I also advise the music club at FHS, as previously mentioned or alluded to. You can see the guitar in the background. Oh, yes, I am coordinated too. Course overview. The beginning and end of the course will focus on dystopian literature. We're going to read the novels Fahrenheit 451 and Feed. As far as I know we don't have class sets of Fahrenheit 451 or Feed on campus, but I'm going intra-district here to provide copies from other school locations and just expose the kids to literature that they haven't read yet. The midsection of the course will focus on community engagement and research, and hopefully that's to kind of bring them back and connect them to dystopian themes and our current events, and hopefully they see the protagonists in the dystopian stories want to change, and it inspires them to do the same. And I don't know. That's the idea behind that. And then we want to end the course with something fun and not so maybe research oriented. At least that's how I would want it to be. Golden rule. How to reach me. I just use the Forest Hill High School website, honestly. When I have to tell people how to get a hold of me, it's the easiest and most basic, and it makes the most sense. If you just go to the website under staff, you'll find my name. Once you click on my name, I'll have my website there for you with a picture and some inspirational quotes. More importantly, my email address, my phone number, and links to each syllabus where there's a lot more information in this slideshow. That being said, please reach out to me, and I look forward to the interesting discussions and seeing how your children, my students, react to these texts in these times. It's been a pleasure. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Adios, and have a great night.
Hello, parents. My name is Scott Berry. I'm the mathematics teacher here at Forest Hill High School, and welcome to Back to School Night, I guess. First of all, introduction. I've been living here in town for a few years. This is my 8th year teaching here at Forest Hill High School, and I love it. This is where I want to be. I'm teaching 2 courses this term. The first is Integrated Math 2, and that would be like, if for most of you would have been geometry when you were in high school. It concentrates on geometry and geometric proof, logic and problem solving that go behind that, but it also covers quadratic functions, quadratic equations, and probabilities. Integrated 3, we tackle more complex functions and transferring them around different places, making them wider, skinnier, making them negative, or that sort of thing, and then moving them around. We also tackle more advanced problem solving where complex substitution is needed to solve the problems. And then we tackle trigonometry and statistics also in Integrated 3. The online courses, unlike last spring where we basically used our same curriculum and just sort of did it as a distance class, the courses this fall are much different. They were developed over the summer by teachers in district, including me, and they were developed for online classes. So there are video lessons, there are notes, there are graphic organizers, there are discussion questions in each unit that the students must address. And so the students have to be quite active to do well in these classes. The lessons and everything are laid out in order, and they're locked, meaning that the students must do them in order. You must meet the prerequisites before you go on to the next lesson or the next assessment. Besides the meetings that we have 4 days a week, we also have the check-ins on Wednesday, and I'm going to be using those to check individual students, especially those that are falling behind, but to see if any students have tech issues, if they have any understanding issues, and making sure that they know what is expected of them. We will have tests on most Fridays, unit tests. Unlike the SIG tests we've done in the past, we'll be doing unit tests, and they will be mostly on Fridays. I need the students, the check-ins may not be enough. For students that struggle, if they have questions, they need to be proactive. They need to get in touch with me. They need to email me, send me messages. I can jump on the screen with them and see exactly what they're looking at. If they have a question on something that's in an assignment, we can work out a short tutoring session to cover complex topics, and I'm more than happy to do all of that. I forgot to mention my syllabus is on, and a short bio, I believe, also are on Canvas. And so you can get my syllabus on your children's courses on Canvas, or you can have them access it for you if you'd like to. That's just the easiest way to get it. Thank you.